Well, good morning, everyone. It is the 27th of January. Can you even believe it's the end of January? And so far in New England, we haven't had much inclement weather, so that's good. It's not quite 10 o'clock, so I'm just kind of blabbing at the mouth here. It's a lovely day. The sky is blue and it's nice. It's crisp, but not bitter cold. So that's a good thing. So I hope if you're on, you can pop on and say hi. And as soon as it turns 10 o'clock, we will start. I've got a lot of things to show you this morning. And if you hear a little puppy, good morning, Colleen. Thanks for joining in. Thank you so much. You're the first. Um, and if you hear a puppy snoring in the background, that's because the pugs are visiting us. Maisie's down here behind me on the chair, sound asleep. And then I have Beethoven playing in the background quietly. So anyway, I'm glad you've joined me this morning, Colleen. I hope you're all well. And it is 10 o'clock, so let's officially start. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so let me show you what I'm first going to do here. We're going to show you what I'm making this morning. I'm making this card. Now, this card is one that I copied exactly from Allison Sullivan. She's an incredible demonstrator. She does beautiful work, and she willingly shares it with all of us. So I'm going to show you how easy this is. And this is a card that can be sent to anybody. Hey, Deb, good morning. Thank you for popping on this morning. And good morning, Helene, from wherever you are in sunny Florida. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining in. But this card is great because it can be sent to anybody. It says, just wanted to say, and happy Valentine's Day on the inside. Kathy, good morning. Thank you for popping on. It's good to see you. I wish I could see you. I'm sure the technology is there someday. Anyway, so I'm going to show you how to do that, and thank you, Allison Sullivan, for sharing that with us. And then I'm going to show you this one, and this one is made with the Fancy Flora DSP, and I'll show you how to do this. These are my designs. This is Allison's. So let's start with this one. So let me get this all moved out of the way and bring everything in that I need. My envelope, my hot pearls, all of this. Oh, I have 2 envelopes here. Oh, well, better to have 2 than none. Okay, so here is my paper. We all know what we do, blah, 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 blah. So let me just get this all folded and crisply creased. There's that. Okay, so then the other piece of paper is, where is my other piece of paper? Oh, for heaven's sakes. Oh, wait a minute, it's right here. Okay, so this piece of paper is a smaller version, and let me just tell you what this measurement is. The measurement has to be kind of precise because of the design of paper that we're going to put on. So it's 5 inches by 3 1/4. 5 by 3 1/4. So I am going to then take my little, where is my pad? Here, I've got it right here. I cleaned up and then reorganized a little bit. So here is this. All right, now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sweet sorbet, which is, hi Jean, thank you for popping on. I love this color. I love sweet sorbet. I don't know what it is about it. It's just, it makes me happy. So anyway, I'm going to take that and I'm going to take the stamp. This is from the Country Floral set. And I'm just going to stamp a heart here. And I'm going to stamp another one about here. And then I'm going to take the smaller heart and stamp it right in the middle. I'm then going to take my, this is my mint macaron marker, and I'm going to make 3 lines. 3 lines just like that, like stems, easy peasy. And then I am going to take the message that says, where it is, right here. I just wanted to say, let me close this up because you know how I am. We'll fix the envelope and the inside of the card in a minute. But let me just take this and I'm going to ink this up and stamp it right here. Just like that. Just wanted to say that's done. Now let me close this up because you know how messy I am. I have my baby wipes right here. All right, so then the next thing I did was I took the stamp again and I stamped the images again. I stamped the leaves and I stamped the hearts. And then what I did was I punched them out with the punch because here is the punch that goes with that coordinating set right there. That's the Country Bouquet punch. And then I put some dimensionals on it. And I'm going to pop the little pieces of paper off like that. And I'm going to bring this in and put it on here. And I'm going to take this little hat. And notice that I put the dimensional on the left-hand side of this hat because I want the right-hand side to rest very gently on top of the bottom of this hat, just like this. So it's popped up, but it lies flat on this popped up hat. And then I've got 3 little leaves that I'm going to put on wherever I want them. I'm going to put one here, and then I'm going to put one a little bit higher up on the left. Whoa! Whoa! Like this. And then I'm going to put the third one down here like this. Easy peasy. Like that. And then I'm going to turn it over. Bring my silicone pad in. And I have taken some of the designer paper that matches this set and cut it into strips. Now this is 3/4 of an inch by, let's see, I forget what this is. Let's remeasure this so just in case you're taking notes here. So this is 4 by 3/4 of an inch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some adhesive on the bottom of this. And it's really good to use your silicone pad because you want to make sure that you're only going to get it on the paper. And if you get a little on the silicone pad, that's fine. And if you get a little bit that comes over the top, see like that, with your finger you can just brush it up and back and it won't stick anywhere else. There's another little piece right there. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Just a tiny little bit. Sometimes that happens. So you just with your finger flip it over. All right, then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on like about this much. Okay, now then I'm going to take the other one. And yes, I'm going to eyeball it. I am going to eyeball it because I can, and I think I'll be okay. I think I'm going to be able to get it just perfectly, like that. Like that. How's that looking? Easy. Talk about easy. And then, as you can see, I have just enough room to put it on my card base. So let's add some more adhesive here. You know, one thing I was going to tell you too, a lot of my friends have started to use Tombow on the wet glue on a regular basis. And I think I might start that too because, first of all, I love all our adhesives. I truly do. But when you use Tombow, you have that reposition ability factor if you needed to wiggle something, you know, a little bit to the left or the right, top or the bottom. So I think I'm going to start using that. So next week I'll probably go to Tombow just to show you. All right, so I'm going to put this on. Voila, voila. Talk about easy. There's the front of it. Now let's get to the inside. Back with my sweet sorbet. Good morning, Linda. Thank you so much. I know. Allison Sullivan is just a sweetheart of a designer, and she shares with us so many things very nicely. And there we go like this. Oh, I see a little oops. I should have used my pierce pad, but for some reason it came out okay. So I'm going to add some, good morning, doofus. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me bring this back in. Talk about easy card. And I'm just going to add a bunch of little hearts down here, as many as I want. And then I'm going to take my envelope and I'm going to do the same thing. I can do as many as I want because it has to be an odd number. It can't be even. And I might even do the envelope flap on the back too. There. How's that? Cute, cute, cute. So now you have it. How easy is this? Now it's not quite finished because what I want to do is add just a little pizzazz. Good morning, Jean. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for popping on. So I'm going to take these hot pearls from the new catalog, from the current annual catalog. Look at them. Hey, Elaine. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So these are both iridescent, pearlescent, and matte, and they're all shaped in hearts. So this one is shining white. This one is the pearlescent one, and this is the matte one. And they have a little tiny one and then a larger one. Look at how cute these are. So I'm going to take 3 because 3 is a good number. And I'm just going to place these somewhere. Let's see. I'm going to put this one on that. Then I'm going to put one of these. I'm going to put this, let's see, make sure I get the orientation correct. Whoa! Turn that around just a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to take this one. And see, I'm putting one of each on. Come on, wiggly one. This is wiggling all over the place. Come on. There we go. And I think I'll just put this one down here. Let's see. Thank you. It is a very cute Valentine card. And it's perfect. Look at that. Now, of course, the last thing I need to do, you know me, winky. So I'm just going to wink up the hearts. I could have done this before I put my little heart embellishment on, but I didn't, but that's okay. So I'm just going to wink up the envelope. I'm going to wink up the hearts and the leaves like that. I could have, like I said, put this on before I put my embellishments on, but I didn't, but that's okay. Look at that. So there you have it. Look at how easy this was. Thank you, Allison Solomon, for showing us this. It's so simple, and it's a perfect card for your friend, for your aunt, for your next door neighbor, for somebody that you really appreciate a lot. You could even for your mailman. You know, you could put it in with a little maybe gift card or something. Happy Valentine's Day. So that's that one. So we're going to do that next Monday and Tuesday. Now let me get this out of the way. And let me bring in this. Okay, first of all, let me show you. This is the one that I featured this morning. Look at how pretty. Now this is from the Fancy Flora DSP. Now this DSP is a package of 48 sheets of paper. There are all different designs. I showed you this last week, but these are just gorgeous. Look at how pretty these are. They're absolutely stunning. They remind me of Monet, the artist. Look at how beautiful. Look at the colors and the designs. I know I'm going fast, but that's okay. You get the idea. I want to make sure you see them all. But look at how beautiful they are. And then, of course, on the flip side, you have a watered-down version. More images, definitely looks like Monet. It's just gorgeous. This paper is absolutely gorgeous. So what I decided to do was to make a bunch of thank you and just a note cards. So I'm going to show you what I've done, and then I'm going to show you how easy this is to make. All right, so this is the first one. Isn't that pretty? And I used the contoured scallops dies to cut out not only the designer paper, but to do this background. And then I did the Timeless One embossing folder to just emboss it with the old-fashioned words on it. So isn't that pretty? And talk about simple. And then there's the inside of the card. And I simply took a strip of the DSP to put it on the bottom, and I've got plenty of room to write my message. And then, of course, we have to have an envelope flap. So there's one. So let me show you another one. Let me bring in another one. And what I decided to do is use some Pool Party, and I used this designer paper. This, look at how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, look at the other side too. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful. So here we go. Here is my base. Now let me just make sure that this is nice and crisp because I just folded it, but I didn't use my bone folder. There we go. A lovely fold. Now here is my piece of paper that I've already cut out with the contoured scalloped dies. Here they are right here. They're beautiful. This is a great, very versatile set. It's beautiful. It's got 8 dies in it. It's beautiful. 2 on the back and 6 on the front. Beautiful. So I've used that. So I'm going to put some adhesive on this. And this, oops, there's a little thing right here. Got to poke it out. Sometimes you have to poke out these little pieces to make sure that you get them all. Anyway, got those. All right, so I'm going to add some adhesive to this, like that. And because it has a lot of hills and valleys on the embossing, I'm going to make sure I put enough adhesive to make sure this thing sticks very nicely. All right, then we have it here, and this is a horizontal orientation. So I'm going to put it on just like that. How beautiful is that? Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece, and this is the piece that I cut out with a smaller scalloped contour die. Look at that. Isn't that, the colors are just so beautiful. Oh, to be an artist, a true artist, to be able to take an implement, any kind of tool, and create something beautiful, it just astounds me. It's just gorgeous. Okay, so there we go. Here is this, like that. Perfect. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to take a little oval, and I took my old punches, my old oval plain and scalloped punch, and punched these out. I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm sure you already know this, but sometimes I wonder whether or not the message that I want to put on is actually going to fit into the device that I'm going to use, either a die or a punch. So what I do is I punch it out with just a piece of paper, and then I take this and I come and measure to see. So I know I'm going to be able to get thank you, thank you. I'm going to be able to get all of those. Now this thinking of you is too large, so I can't put that on. Can't put the happy birthday there, but I can do this. So this is just a little trick, and I'm sure you all know it, but every once in a while I have to pass it on because I forget if I told you these things. So anyway, here is this, and I am going to use the message that says, how about just a note? And we're going to take, this as a red rubber, so I don't need, obviously, that. Let me get some of my Memento ink here. And I'm going to ink this up and then stamp it. Just, oh, look at that. I rocked it. Bad me. Okay, so let me just turn this over. And let's try it this time without rocking, Barbara, because there are no mistakes in Stampin' Up. Look at that. Perfecto. All right. Silly. I probably should trim this out. I can trim this out a little bit. I could trim a little bit of that rubber right off, and that would help with that situation. All right, now I shall add a little bit of adhesive on the side that nobody is going to know about except you and me, and we're not going to tell anybody, right? And then here is the piece of Pool Party that I punched out with the oval punch. Ta-da! And then I'm going to put some dimensionals, 2 of them on right there. And then I'm going to poke this out like that. And I'm going to place this on like this. Oh my God, how pretty is that? But wait, I'm not done yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the In Color 21, 20, 23 In Color pearls, rounds, and pop one of these on. And I think what I'm probably going to do, let me see. I think I'm going to use this opal one. Actually, yeah, let's do this. And I'm going to put it right at the top, like that. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, what do you think? Isn't that pretty? Now, I'm not done. I'm done with this part. But of course, I have to do the inside. Now, because it's a note card, I've taken a strip of this. This is 3/4 of an inch. No, this is a 1/2 inch. I'm sorry, a 1/2 inch. And then, of course, the base of the card is going to be 5 1/4. So let's just add some adhesive right down here like this. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on right here, like such. And then I'm going to take my trusty little snipperinis and just trim off this little tiny edge right here, like this. Then add some more adhesive, of course. And we're almost done. And then I've got some other ones to show you because I went nuts making some of these. So here's the inside of this card. I'm telling you, this would make a great gift for somebody. A package of these, you could put 6 in a box. I have the PVC boxes. You could put a cute little tag on it. That would be lovely. And then, of course, we cannot forget the envelope. And I'm wicked into envelope flaps. You know me, and envelope flaps. Can't have a naked envelope either. It has to have some kind of stamping on it or some kind of something on it. I mean, after all, when you go to your mailbox, you just don't want to find bills. You want to find some happiness there. And so I think this is pretty clever to do this. I didn't invent it, but I sure copy it all the time. Ta-da! And let's trim this out. Talk about easy. And you could make 100 of these in an hour. Well, maybe not 100. Maybe not 100. But you sure could make a lot of them in your pajamas and not have to worry about going to the box stores to spend way too much money on cards when you can make it yourself, and people are going to love it. So there you go. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. What do you think? Isn't that just gorgeous? So, so pretty. Just a simple, simple card. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. So there's one. So let me just show you the other ones that I made. Of course, this is the one that I had on this morning. Then this is one that I posted on my, this is a little bit different. I did a couple of layers. I did an extra layer of the Flirty Flamingo, Calypso Coral, and then another layer of this. And I used this one. This is still from Scalloped Contours. It's the inside piece, and if you notice, there's a slit all around here, and you can put things underneath it. So I put the I put the banner underneath that and then put a little gem on that. So there's that one. And then here is another one that I did. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? This is using Orchid Oasis cardstock, which is an in color this year. Isn't that pretty? There's the envelope. How pretty is that one? And then one more. Look at this one. This is what, again, this is using gray granite, but isn't that beautiful? Look at that color. Look at the colors. God, it's so pretty. So there you have it, my friends. So, yes, the gift pack is a great idea, Helene. Thank you very much. Yes, I totally agree with you. Because these would make absolutely beautiful cards. And you could put whatever message you want. So next week, when you come, if you're coming, or if people want long distance packages, I'll be more than happy to get these organized for you. So just let me know. So that's the story. Now, I want to just remind you that Celebration is still in existence until the end of February. So any $50 product order is going to get you a nice little package of designer paper. That Dainty Flowers paper is going like hot tamales. It's crazy. But anyway, that's the story there. And next week, I'm going to show you a really pretty hybrid embossing folder and die cut. So stay tuned for that. So ladies, I hope you have a great, and maybe Joe, if Joe's on too. Jean, is Joe on? I hope you have a great weekend. It's going to be nice in our neck of the woods, and then it gets cold, but it's okay. It's February, whatever. So have a great weekend. Thank you for popping on this morning. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. And have a great weekend. Namaste.